Welcome. If you're watching the replay, please bear with me as I get started. Tonight, I was guided to bring a message to you from Archangel Michael. For those of you who might be new to Archangel Michael is the lead, the head of the Archangel forces of God. Okay. So, today he's been asking me to bring a message from him. It's actually been kind of a while since I've brought a full reading from him, because he has been so busy that I haven't felt like he really had anything to say to address the collective, because he was so focused on certain other collective issues. So he's been bringing some messages, but not many, over the last couple of years, because he's been so focused on directing the light workers and the battle against evil over the last 4 years. So today he wanted me to bring a message to you. This is going to be a pick a card message. Take what resonates with your heart, leave what does not. I'm going to pick 4 cards, and oh babe, could you do me a favor? In that box I put the new decks and the one with the angel numbers. Can you grab it for me? In that box there's a bag, and in the bag is the new decks that I got. Okay, cool. I forgot something. Should be right on the top. Should be an angel number 1, because he just told me to use the angel numbers. Okay, so let's go ahead. Archangel Michael. I'm going to be channeling what he's saying, but I'm going to use the cards as a direction for you guys. As a visual for you. Okay. So I'm going to pick a number. I'm going to pick an angel card for each pile, and I'm also going to pick a card from this deck. So let's go ahead and get started. Archangel Michael, please give us a pile for each number 1 through 4 that will allow those who are watching this video through all space and all time, under the light of God, to know that this is the message for them. Pile number 1. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. Interesting. Pile number 4. Interesting. Okay. That was an interesting draw. Just put these back in here. This reading is going to be very in the flow. So if you wish to skip forward to your number, you can, but everything that's happening during this reading is part of the reading. So Archangel Michael, please give me one of these cards for each number. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alrighty. Get in there. Cards didn't want to go back in the box. Don't put me back in the box. And I just heard somebody say, don't put me back in the box. Ooh, is somebody going back in the box? Is somebody going back in the closet or back in the matrix box? Somebody might be losing their divine connection or falling back into the fears of the matrix. It's possible. Oof. Many of you know that my grandfather and mentor passed away back in 2020. And since then, although I am able to still communicate with him in the spirit realm and we still have a relationship in the spirit realm, obviously I miss him a lot in the physical realm. And there was a lot of grief that I had to work through. So I had to be very gentle with myself, even when other people wanted me to keep pushing forward and keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing and like pursuing my career and pursuing how all of my potential. But really what was needed, and this is part of the message, I promise, really what was needed was for me to focus on me as much as possible. Even though I give a lot to the collective, but I gave as much as I could while I was repairing certain aspects of myself. And this is a message for the collective in general. I haven't gotten through all the piles yet. That sometimes we think that, or other people think, that they are entitled to everything, every part of us, everything. And that we don't have the right to sometimes be human. Okay? And it's very important to remember that when we need to take that time, we need to take that time. So, take that for whoever resonates. So let's get into the piles. If you would be so kind, I know I have a few of you that love to list the timestamps for the piles. So if you would like to do that, I would be greatly appreciative and very, 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 very happy and grateful for you doing that. You don't have to, but if you want to, I know I have some of you that watch the whole thing and like to leave the timestamps in the comments. I would greatly appreciate that. I will pin, as long as the timestamps are correct, I will pin your comment. All right? Especially if you're watching this on YouTube. Okay, so let's get started. Pile number 1. I'm only gonna let you see the number and the cards. Okay. Pile number 1, this is your card. The number is 5151. And the Archer is your card. So 5151, pile number 1, the Archer is your card. Okay. Pile number 2, 1321 is your number. And the Hunter. The Hunter is your card. $13.21. And the Hunter is your card. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. Your number is 1234. And the card is the Cartographer. Pile number 3. Your number is 1234. We had that number yesterday at the beginning of the live with Metresili. 1234. The Cartographer. That's pile number 3. Pile number 4, you got 2 numbers. Archangel Michael gave you 2 numbers. And the card you got was the Warrior. Two, 7, 1, 3, and 77. And you got the Warrior. I'm feeling a lot of heart chakra activation tonight. So your number is 2713 and 77, number 4, pile number 4. And the card you got was the Warrior. Interesting. Okay, so let's put those to the side and start with the messages for each pile. Let's see. Notice how I'm going slow today? This is intentional. Archangel Michael is intentionally having me go slow. He's forcing you to work on your patience. He's forcing all of us to work on our patience. Angel Michael, what message do you have for pile number 1? Okay, so pile number 1, you got 5151. You got the heart with the word optimism. And you got the Archer. So for you, some of you, pile number 1, you may have very strong Sagittarius placements. Okay? Some of you have very, very strong Sagittarius placements. Some of you, maybe it's just people who are very goal-oriented. Okay? Let's see here. Good things come to all those who wait. Death is only the beginning. Interesting. Optimism. Pile number 1, there are maybe goals that you have. And Archangel Michael is asking you to bide your time, to plan ahead with optimism. Good things come to all those who wait, he says. Patience is a virtue. Interesting. Patience is a virtue. To Archangel Michael, 1,000 years is like a blink of an eye because he is an eternal being. He has lived for millennia and will live for many more millennia. For as long as there are beings in the universe that need his assistance and his protection. Adventure, investment, Sorry, he's activating my heart chakra and it's making me want to cry. So he's saying that it's really important for you, pal number 1, to maintain your optimism. You've gone through a lot. You've been like wandering around. But not all those who wander are lost. Even though you were wandering around, it wasn't because you were lost. It was because your soul was looking for something. Your soul was looking for something that it needed in order to have purpose, in order to have the will to carry on. I feel like you may have had this situation where you were brought from riches to rags and rags to riches. And he's saying this is not a punishment. This is about equilibrium. Not equality, equilibrium. The need for balance. Interesting. This journey was necessary to strengthen your mind. Some of you might have, this rags to riches may not just apply financially. It may apply also regarding your health. Like you had this abundance of great health, and then all of a sudden you might have fallen into deep despair and deep illness. Or you had this abundance of love, and then you fell into this deep despair and lack of love. But this struggle that you were forced to overcome was all to train your mind. Your mind to have the power to tap into the spiritual and realize that it is spiritual and it is mind over matter. It is spiritual and mind over matter. It was to make you realize that your beliefs and your thoughts create your reality. It was to challenge you. And this challenge is coming to an end. I feel like for a lot of you, it's already ending. For some of you, it's in the last tails of this challenge. And towards Sagittarius season, you're going to be like back to your normal self, back to the riches that were taken from you, whether that's health, love, finances, whatever it is. But it was to teach you that your words matter. What you affirm matters. And as the veil falls more, he's like doing this to me. Spirit fingers. As the veil falls more, because the veil is going to continue to fall more and more and more and more and more and more. The more that the veil falls, the more that you will need to realize how important your thoughts and your words are over your reality. Although you can't control what other people do all the time, you can control how you react to what others do. You can control what you allow into your reality. You can control what words you affirm. What you allow into your mind. What you allow into your spirit. This was to teach you to be the calm in the storm. To grow your wisdom. To help you become the King of Swords, who is unshakable. King of Swords knows what he wants, has the wisdom to get it. If you saw this journey as an opportunity for growth, you will reap the rewards of this journey. If you saw this journey as a punishment, and you continued to affirm these negative thoughts, what will happen is basically it will feel like a punishment. And there will be more work that you will need to do to liberate yourself from it. But he's asking you to be optimistic. He wants me to remind you that your souls are infinite. Your souls are infinite. Your spirit is infinite. And that you are simply here to learn, to grow, to expand. That's what the Archer is all about. Sagittarius energy is ruled by Jupiter. It is the only sign ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion. Which means that for you, pal number one, the whole point of you coming to Earth was to expand. But one of the most important aspects of expansion is challenge, is struggle. Because you don't learn as much from ease as you do from struggle. You were put in this situation so that one day you could be in this situation. You were put into this humbling situation where you were impoverished, where you were ill, so that when you are in a position of health and wealth, you will not look down upon the person that is impoverished or ill, but rather have empathy for them. Have empathy for the human condition, that you may be healthy today, but you could be ill tomorrow. That you could be a millionaire today, but you could be homeless tomorrow. That is the lesson, is empathy. What you valued most, pal number one, was taken from you in order to show you empathy. Because there is no greater path to empathy than experience. You cannot know joy without first knowing what it feels like to have sorrow. The opposite of love is not hatred, it is indifference. So you cannot know what love truly feels like until you experience cold indifference. Balance. Well, your wealth will be restored. But when your wealth is restored, remember empathy. Do not judge the person who is homeless. Do not judge them for their struggles, but rather place yourself in their shoes. Place yourself in a space of human empathy. Do not forget your struggles, because they are going through the same struggles. And although your wishes are being granted now, there was a time where you were in the darkness. With the weight of the world upon your shoulders. To learn the lesson of empathy. Judge not, lest ye be judged by the same length of your judgment. We are here to help one another, to do kindness as much as we are able to, without it being a detriment to ourselves. And remember that. We are not here to judge one another, because there is only one judge. And it is not you. It is not us. It is God Almighty. Some of you, pile number one, need to do some spiritual baths. You need to do spiritual baths that focus on health, restoring your health. Some of you need to do some spiritual baths that focus on purification. Some of you need to do some spiritual baths that focus on helping you remove the blockages to your manifestations. So whatever one of those baths resonates with you, if that's the one that you felt like, oh, that resonates with me, that you were talking to me, that's the type of bath that you need. If you don't know how to do these baths and you would like to do professional cleansing, professional baths, you can book a consultation with me and we can get you some professional baths. Okay. If you're doing them yourself, you need at least 7 days of this bath, 7 days straight. Taking these baths from head to toe. And sleeping with it on your body and then washing it off the next day. Some of you need to pour libations to your ancestors in the earth, like outside. You need to take some water and pour libations to your ancestors. And as you pour, say, I pour libations to my ancestors so that they may always bless me. As the more that they ascend, their souls ascend, the more blessed that I shall be. I pour libations to my ancestors to heal the earth. I pour libations to my ancestors to heal those in suffering. I pour libations to my ancestors to heal those who are homeless. I pour libations to my ancestors to heal those who are needing health, who are needing love, who are needing blessings. Okay? So some of you need to pour some libations to your ancestors. Many of you, pile number 1, if you join the John the Conqueror ritual, it is working for you. It is working for you. Just don't forget to give gratitude. John the Conqueror enjoys grapes. You can also make a donation in his honor. For some of you, mangoes are important. If you have this is kind of random. If you have a family member that you or a past loved one that you associate with mangoes, this being is this person, this energy is trying to connect with you. They're trying to assist you. If you have someone that you connect with mangoes for some reason, maybe a family member that really loved mangoes, that might be very specific to a specific person. Okay? That person is trying to help you with your goals. They're telling you to plan ahead. To restart the fire in your belly. Okay? So many of you appear to have a connection with mangoes from what I'm seeing in the chat. So whoever that person is, they're trying to reach out to you. Maybe they need libation. Maybe they need you to just say a prayer for them. Maybe put some mangoes out for them so that they can assist you in return. Okay. So pile number 1, 5151 is the code that you want to enter into your universal computer to remind you to be optimistic. I know that I say this a lot, but a lot of you don't believe this when I say it. But we do live in a simulation. I know that the pain and the suffering and all of this feels very real, but we are living in a simulation where the spiritual and the mental has a lot more influence than the physical, okay? Has a lot more influence than you realize. So the things that you do magically and spiritually and mentally have a lot more influence in your physical reality than you realize. Okay? So when you think of the code 5151, write it on your left hand. 5151. That is the code to remind you to be optimistic. Okay? To remind you to be optimistic. Because, of course, there's always something that could go wrong there would be no point to us being in this video game if there wasn't things that could go wrong. Like that's how the game masters keep it interesting, right? The game masters keep it interesting. It's kind of like in the Hunger Games when they're in the arena and they just throw a whole bunch of random stuff at the players to keep it entertaining for the watchers. Unfortunately, it's kind of sad, but if you look at this as being a spiritual world, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. These things are just part of the entertainment. Okay? These things that are happening are part of the entertainment. They're part of growing your soul. They're part of growing your experience. They're part of growing your strength. Even your enemies are playing a part in growing your strength. So remember that, pile number one. Okay? It sucks when you're going through it in the moment, but it is all part of the algorithm. Remember that technology and fiction and they all imitate reality. They all imitate reality, the true reality. So, social media is just a mirror of our reality. That's why I remind you that social media is a portal and should be treated with intention. Okay? So, remember that. Transition is only the beginning. All right, pile number one. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so on highpriestessmay.com. If I don't have any readings available at this time, look towards the end of the month or join my mail list, and I will make sure to send you an email when readings are available. Okay? All right. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for that message for pile number one. Okay, pile number two. Pile number two. Your number is 1321, and you have this awareness, and you have this picture of your light body. Okay? So for those of you who don't know what a light body is, it's our spiritual body that leaves our physical body when we're sleeping and astral travels around the universe. In trance healing sessions, we usually work with the light body. We separate your light body from your physical body so that we can do healing, and then it can return back to your physical body with the healing that was done. So that's one of the things that I do in my healing trance sessions. So Spirit is asking you, Archangel Michael is asking you to be aware of what you allow into your light body, what you allow into your body, into your reality. Also, he's bringing to my attention that a lot of you are astral traveling as you're sleeping. And it's really important that when you do go to sleep, that you go to sleep with the intention of having a shield of protection around your light body as you travel in the astral realm. Okay? And before you go to sleep, pile number two, he is saying that you need to have an intention of what you want to be doing when you are sleeping. Do you want to be healing your body while you're sleeping? Do you want to be traveling and connecting to your ancestors? Do you want to be Do you want to be doing work in the astral realm to help the collective? Whatever it is that you want to be doing, you need to have, specifically for you, pal number 2, you need to have an intention as when you are going to go to sleep, and ask with intention before you go to sleep, Archangel Michael, please place a protection over my light body, and I am going to sleep with the intention of healing my body, with removing blockages that are holding me back. Okay? Okay. Some of you are experiencing energy hunters in the astral realm. So that's why he's saying it's very important for you to protect yourself before you go to sleep, because some of you are experiencing energy hunters, meaning people that go into the astral realm with the intention of stealing energy from other people, from people who go into the dream realm with just negative intentions towards you. So it's very important that when you go to sleep, that you have the intention of protecting your light body and being aware of where you are going when you fall asleep. Okay? He's also telling me some of you need to be very careful with eating or drinking anything in your dream. So if anybody offers you any food or drink in your dream, rejecting it, saying no thank you, I'm not hungry, just rejecting it. Some of you need to be very aware that some of these energy hunters are putting on the face of other people that you may trust to try to get your energy from you. So make sure that you're not participating in any kind of like sexual intercourse in your dreams, because these could be energy hunters. Okay? Okay. That's another intention that you can go to sleep with. Like, I do not give permission to any energy hunters to connect with me in my sleep. I do not give permission to anybody, any witches or any negatively intended people to do anything to me while I'm sleeping. Okay? You may also want to write the number 1321 on your hand to have awareness of what is happening in your dreams. By no means is this message meant to be fear-based, okay? He just wants you to be aware. 1321. 1321. Right? You can write that in your hand to be aware of what is happening when you go to sleep. Make sure not to eat or drink anything somebody gives you in your dreams, or participate in any kind of left hand always for certain codes. Not always, but for things that you want to have, you put it on your left hand. Or that you want to receive, you put it on your left hand. So 1321, so you can put that on your left hand to have awareness of what's happening in the astral realm when you sleep. Okay. Some of you need to go to sleep with the intention of removing financial blockages. So before you go to sleep, you're going to say, Guardian Angel, I wish to go to into the astral realm to heal my financial blockages. Okay? Doesn't matter if it's horizontal or vertical. Whatever way you feel guided to, write it in your hand. Okay? Some of you need to go to sleep with the intention of seeing things from a higher perspective. From a perspective that is more beneficial to your higher good and to the higher good of the collective. Now, this intention, I want you to say it in your mind before you go to sleep. because when you speak in your mind, only your spirit guides and your guardian angels can hear you. If you speak out loud and you're not in a protected space, other spirits can hear you, okay? So it's really important that when you set this intention, you set it in your mind, because everything you say in your mind, whoever you're speaking to in your mind, your guardian angel or your spirit guides, they can hear you, okay? But you don't always want to verbalize your intentions, okay? Unless you are in a protected space. That's why a lot of us witches, we set certain protection before we do certain magic and certain intentions, because we don't want certain spirits to hear what we are casting, okay? So it's very important that you are setting your intentions in your mind, talking to your guardian angel in your mind, talking to your spirit guides in your mind, because they can hear you in your mind, okay? They have a telepathic connection with you. And they can also protect that connection if you ask them to. Give me 1 second. So you want to make sure that you are talking to your spirit team and not to anything else. Okay, pile number 2. Pile number 2, Spirit wants you to know that there's always a third option. Okay? So, some of you have been feeling like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like, I don't know if I should go this way or if I should go that way. I don't know if I should go that way or that way. And Archangel Michael wants you to remind you that there's always a third option. Some of you, pile number 2, need a mind uncrossing because your thoughts are crossed. You're having trouble making decisions. Some of you are going to be changing what you do for work, okay? Some of you might be changing what you do for work very soon. Or an aspect of what you do for either work or your business is going to shift in a way that's going to allow you to be more happy, because it's going to allow you to do more of the things that you like to do in your work. So don't worry. Some of you are going to be doing some collaborations that are going to be that are going to allow you to express yourself creatively. Interesting. 2233. That's another angel number for you. 2233. Two, 333. Don't burn yourself out pursuing things that no longer serve your highest good, that no longer resonate with your heart. Some of you, pile number 2, are so, you have ideas of how you can expand in the direction that you are more interested in, that you love more, but you are so comfortable in what you already know and like what you already know you can expect, that you are limiting how much you can grow. You are limiting how much more you could get, or how much more fulfilling you could, how much more fulfilled you could be if you just follow your heart and follow the direction of what you love to do. And not following that creative direction for you, that direction that really speaks to your heart is burning you out. And it's actually going to end up causing you more problems down the line than if you just took the leap of faith now and started working towards what you really want to do. Be more confident in your decisions. If something doesn't feel like a yes, it's a no. If it doesn't feel like a 100% yes, then it's a no. Be more confident in your decisions. Trust yourself to make the right decisions for you. So if it's not 100% yes, pile number 2, then it's a no. If there's like a, I'm not really sure, it's a no. There's no, it's a no. It's okay to say no. We know that you're grateful. We know that you're grateful for the opportunities that we are presenting. But if something is not exactly what you desire, it's not exactly what you feel is meant for you, then it's okay to say no. Saying no is simply how you narrow down what is more in alignment with who you are and where you want to go. Okay? So again, pile number 2, if it's not 100% yes, it's okay to say no. That's what Archangel Michael wants you to know. If you don't feel it 100%, it's okay to say no. It's okay. I'm great. Thank you, but no thank you. Thank you, but I don't really want to fulfill that timeline. Is there a way that we can show me how I can do this, how I can do X, Y, and Z this way? Okay? And then they will show you, because again, we are in a video game, right? We are in 1222. We are in a what's the word? I used it before. In pile number 1. We are in a simulation. So like in a simulation, right? When you go into a video game, you get to pick like what weapons you're gonna use and what armor you're gonna wear and like what hair you're gonna have and like the avatar and all that kind of stuff. You already chose your avatar before you incarnated, all right? Now you can choose how you want to change your avatar. What different tools do you want to give your avatar? What different housing do you want to give your avatar? What different hair you want to give your avatar? Okay, so it's okay to say no, I don't really want that hair, I want that hair. Or no, I don't really want that house, I want this house. So it's okay to say no, thank you, but no, I want this one instead. You're not going to be punished for saying that. Okay? Okay. That's your message, pile number 2. Stop settling just because you are very grateful does not mean that you have to settle. Okay? All right. That's your message, pile number 2 from Archangel Michael. Let's go ahead and see. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Please give me the message for pile number 3 now. Okay. Pile number 3, for some of you, this message is for people that might have joined the Gede Limbo ritual, the Saint Expedite ritual. And this message is connected to that request that you made. Okay? So this pile number 3, your number is 1, 2, 3, 4, potential, and the cartographer. So pile number 3, what this tells me right away is that you may be, you are leveling up, okay? So number 1, 2, 3, 4 tells me that you are leveling up. You have gone from caterpillar to butterfly. Okay, so you are hatching out of your cocoon. You went through a period of being a caterpillar, and now you are hatching out of your cocoon into being a butterfly. So you are leveling up. The cartographer is telling me that in order to continue your expansion, you may need to travel to places that are more in alignment with your astrology. Okay, so there is such a thing in astrology called astrocartography, which tells you which places around the world would be beneficial for you energetically, based on your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, your Jupiter sign, your Venus sign, your Mars, so on and so forth. It will also tell you what places are karmic for you, meaning that if you move to that place or if you visit that place, you will experience a karmic lesson, okay? What I told you this was a video game. And it is. So astrocartography talks about that. It tells you, okay, usually the most beneficial place for you is the place you were born. Okay? Because that is where all of the lines merge. And then they expand out throughout the world, depending on your specific chart. So pile number 3, Spirit is telling me that you have a huge potential for growth, especially in your solar plexus and your third eye. So you came here to grow your confidence and the things associated with the solar plexus and the ego, but by being directed with your third eye, okay? So rather than doing it from a place of a unhealthy ego, you came here already awakened in the third eye and wanting to utilize your spiritual knowledge to expand your physical wealth and your physical confidence, okay? Your ego's confidence, your ego's wealth, your ego's health, and so on and so forth. Pile number 3, Archangel Michael is guiding me to tell you to work with Tiger's Eye to assist you in this, as well as Amethyst, to wear Tiger's Eye and Amethyst together. That's going to be a very interesting combination, because Amethyst makes you very intuitively connected and very clear and active in the spiritual realm, whereas I'm feeling the energy of these two together right now. Let me see. I'm just hearing I'm unstoppable. I'm Portia with no brakes. Okay, so this combination is like, I'm unstoppable. I'm a Portia with no brakes. I'm invincible. So that combination is amazing. I just felt that combination. You definitely should try it. Okay, Amethyst and Tiger's Eye. Okay. Ooh, wow. Now I'm seeing more. Okay. And with the connection, wow. See, like before I held those two together, I was only seeing the purple and the yellow, and then all of a sudden now I'm seeing the blue, more purple, pink. Okay. So it's expansion. So the number 1, 2, 3, 4 written on your hand would. You can also write it with an oil instead of like. You can also write it with an oil instead of with a pen. Okay, so you can take like an anointing oil and write it on your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to help you with the expansion of your potential. Pile number 3. He's having me channel some really serious like spiritual elevation information for you right now. Pile number 3. Spiritual and physical elevation. So the number 1, 2, 3, 4 combined with the Amethyst and the Tiger's Eye energy, it's just going to expand you beyond what you expected. Also, going to crossroads in those places that are beneficial to your astrocartography. Your astrocartography is going to be a level up. So the exploration of the energy in those places is extremely important. Think of those as your power stations. Okay? Think of those as your power stations. Think of those places as like, you know how Tesla has like you can get a home charger for your car, and then as you travel along the road, there's power stations for your car. Think of that. Think of your astrocartography as that, but for your spirit and for your physical body. So different places are like power stations to your body, and I'm seeing a lot of video game analogies. I'm hearing like like I'm hearing, I can't even replicate the sound. It's like when you pick up coins in a video game and it has that like ching sound. That's what I'm hearing. Like, you want prosperity? Go to the place where you've always felt more prosperous. You don't have to move there. Okay? But you going there will help you recharge for a certain period of time. Yeah, like Mario coins. Such an important message. Michael, what other message do you have for pile number 3? Yeah, it could be hanging out with family too. Whatever recharges you. Pile number 3, you definitely need a recharge. You're very tired. You need rest. You need recharge. You need to have an equal exchange of energy. So you need to be hanging out with people that are going to give you a good exchange of energy. Some of you are maybe family. Some of you need to be near your family because it actually gives you power. It raises your power to be near your family. It makes you healthier. It makes you happier to be surrounded by your family. Some of you might want to move back in with family. That's not going to apply to everybody, but some of you may want to move back in with family because it's actually going to allow you to have a power up. Okay? Some of you need to get away from your family. Take what resonates. Some of you get more recharge when you are alone in nature. So some of you, family doesn't necessarily have to be your physical family. It could be family from past lives, right? So some of us, we used to be crystals in past lives. Some of us used to be trees in past lives. I know that's weird. I do past life regression. I come across it all the time. So some of you, you feel really charged when you are around crystals because they were your family in a past life. They were your ancestors. Some of you feel very charged around trees. You want to hug trees all the time because they were your family, right? There's such a thing as tree nymphs. And some tree nymphs decided to become humans, okay? So you may love nature a lot, and that's what recharges you because those were your family, okay? 12:33 on the clock. So some of you may need to do that. Some of you may need to go to nature. Some of you are charged with travel. Some of you may have been mermaids in a past life, so going to the water may recharge you, okay? Some of you may need to do some equestrian stuff. You may maybe horses, okay? Maybe horses call to you a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the little butterfly. So like I said, some of you, whatever it is that recharges you, you need to do it now. Because what recharges you will bring you luck. If it is, you know, some of you like to go to church or to a cathedral, or some of you like to visit family. Some of you like to give to charity. Some of you might love to volunteer, and that's how you recharge. Some of you might like to spend time with your family, either physical or your soul family, your friends, okay? Family doesn't have to be blood. It can also be family from your soul family, your friends, whatever you're called to. Helping people. Maybe riding horses or something. Maybe it's music. Maybe you like to, maybe what recharges you is moving. Like, hey, I want to pack my whole house again and move to a new place. Maybe looking at houses or touring houses, touring new places. But really do what really recharges you down to your soul. Not just what gives you like endorphins, but what actually recharges you down to your soul. It could be dancing, it could be singing, it could be playing an instrument, okay? So pile number 3, Archangel Michael is prescribing to you that you use whatever brings you joy to recharge you. Okay? Maybe you're a public speaker. Maybe you like to speak publicly, and being in front of an audience is what brings you joy. Do that. Whatever it is. Doesn't matter how small the audience is. Maybe that will recharge you. Okay? And that will give you power. If you like that, goddess, go ahead. Do it responsibly. Okay. Oops. Whatever brings your sacral chakra fulfillment, okay, is very important right now for you. You don't have to do it with other people. You can do it with yourself. Okay? Tapping into your creativity, what fulfills you. Bring union between your divine feminine and divine masculine within you. Focus on you for a little while, pile number 3. All right. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for that message. All right, let's go ahead. Archangel Michael, what is your message for pile number 4? The warrior. Okay. Your perfectionism might be burning you out, pile number 4. You need a little bit more spiritual awareness. I think pile number 4, you are too busy being very focused on the physical, and being strong and being there for other people and keep going. Okay. So pile number 4, okay, your numbers, pile number 4, are 2713 and 77, okay? 2713 is to help you have more mindfulness, okay? To help you have more mindfulness. You may also want to work with the colors orange, pink, to help you have more mindfulness. Put down your shield. Put down your weapons for a little while. Stop trying to be perfect and just allow yourself to make mistakes sometimes. Allow yourself to relax. Okay? Cut cords with the things that no longer serve your highest good. But also focus on being more mindful of what actions you take in life, rather than always trying to just do like the right thing or the perfect thing. Try to work with more purpose, with more mindfulness of your purpose. Okay? So number 77 can help you with purpose. Number 2713 can help you with mindfulness. Again, you can write that number somewhere and you say, you know, every time I write the number 77 is because I'm having the intention of doing things with purpose. okay? Not just because I want to be perfect, not just because I want to make other people happy, but because I want to have purpose for what I'm doing. Archangel Michael's also saying, be mindful of you burning yourself out to try to fulfill other people's desires. Okay? It's not always about other people. Sometimes it can just be about you, and that's okay. Stop with the people pleasing all the time. Stop trying to be perfect. God, Jesus. Stop trying to be perfect. That's exhausting. I can feel the exhaustion that you have. It's like I just got stabbed in the kidney, okay? You need to cut cords with people that are draining you. So you need to say, Archangel Michael, please cut cords with anyone who is draining my energy. Anything or anyone who is draining my energy. Excuse me, that was you. That was from you, that yawn. Okay, pile number 4. You've been working hard and the reward will be great, but you may need to now put down your weapons, okay? You have overcome many challenges. You need to now nurture yourself. Purify yourself, transmute all that energy, transmute it into something more positive, into something more fulfilling and constructive for yourself. Okay. So, pile number 4, you need to let go of the fear of money. You have such a fear of losing money that you're killing yourself trying to get it. You need to stop. Okay? You need to stop. 77 again. 77. The whole point of all these obstacles that you've overcome and the whole point of all this hard work was for you to enjoy it. But you're not enjoying it because you just don't know when to stop. You don't know when to stop. Some of you may need some adaptogenic plants to help you. Do your research on adaptogens. I'm not giving you medical advice, but he's saying some of you need some adaptogenic plants because your kidneys are having a hard time. Okay? And you're having you're so afraid of losing money, you're so afraid of instability that you're creating instability in your life. You're creating this vicious cycle. Listen, I'm not telling you to quit your job. Just telling you it wouldn't kill you. It would actually help you more if you took a few days off than if you kept trying to overwork to make more money. It would help you out more to take a few days off. And turn off social media, turn off all the internet, turn off everything, and just be. In the quiet. Just be. Just breathe. This is little Ganesha right here that somebody gifted me. He's so cute. Look, Ganesha. Just be. Just be and be happy. Like Ganesha. Okay? He's so cute. He's just like laughing. Just be. Just chill out. Chill out. Pile number 4. You need to relax. It's not that serious. For real. Pile number 4, some sort of news is coming to you with great haste. There's someone that wants to tell you something. Okay, there's someone that wants to tell you something. Someone that wants to share something with you. You need to take some time because you're heading for a spiritual awakening. There's a spiritual awakening coming, and you need the energy to be able to get through it. Some of you in this pile number 4, you need to work with carnelian and red jasper. Carnelian is for courage, creativity, fertility, and red jasper is for grounding, okay? Stress relief. Some of you need lepidolite, which is, that one's more for like depression. Lepidolite, I believe it's called. You're so wound up, file number 4. You're so wound up, I want to shake you or slap you. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm not trying to be violent. Spirit, Archangel Michael is like, you're so wound up, I either want to shake you or slap you to like just snap you out of it. She means you. Ay. Listen, pile number 4, if you don't relax, you're heading for an emergency room, God forbid. Okay? So, take the break or be forced to take the break. Take the break or be forced to take the break. There'll be a large sum of money coming your way, but it's being blocked by you not taking this break. Because you won't be able to handle it if it comes to you. A large sum of money, some sort of gift, financial blessing. But you won't be able to handle it if you don't take this break. All right. This financial blessing is going to come from a really great opportunity that is going to be given to you in your craft. But some of you are going to be presented with an opportunity to like go back to school. Some of you are going to be presented with an opportunity to start like your own business where you're making stuff. Okay. Some of you are going to be presented with an opportunity for like, hey, do you want to do this this gig with me this weekend? And you'll get a large amount of money for doing it. But you won't be able to handle it if you don't take this break before this opportunity comes, okay? Like 7 days. And I'm already hearing you, but I can't afford to take 7 days off. Yes, you can. You know what you can't do? You can't afford to croak. You can't afford to get sick. Okay? Because I already heard y'all going, I can't afford to take time off right now. Well, you can't afford to get sick either, but those are your choices. Use your vacation time or something. I don't know, but you need to take this break before it breaks you. I'm just the messenger. Take it or leave it. All right, pile number 4, that's your message. Many blessings on whatever financial opportunity Spirit is bringing your way, but you do need to take some time for yourself, so please try to do that. Also, you may want to look into some adaptogenics. Do your research. Go to an herbalist or something, but do your research before you take anything, obviously. Talk to your doctor or your holistic doctor. Let's see. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so on highpriestessmay.com. Right now, readings are booked out for June, but these readings are timeless, so you might find this at a different time. If so, you can always look on my website, highpriestessmay.com, to see if I have any readings available. Or if I have consultations for spiritual work, you can find that on my website as well, highpriestessmay.com. If I don't have readings available, you can always go back on my website and find the link that allows you to sign up for my email list or my text list, my SMS list, which will allow you to be added to a protected list where whenever I have any appointments available, I will send out a message to you. All right? Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that this message from Archangel Michael resonated and helps you on your journey. Many blessings.